What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to more of RollerCoaster Tycoon. We're in the home stretch here of this scenario. These scenarios are incredibly long, so I definitely did not want to have to record the entire thing. I would just eventually run out of things to do and say. Really the biggest complaint I have about the game, as I think I've said probably 50 times now. But I do have enough money that I wanted to expand a little bit, so I've built a little path going right down over here. Next thing we're going to be doing is building a stand-up steel roller coaster. There's only one option here. We're just going to go with another default, and we'll throw this guy right about here. And I can't build it there, can't build it there. Oh, lovely. So much for that. What I think I probably can do, it's going to be expensive as hell. Let's lower that down. As you can see, the bill on that went up quickly. This is just fantastic. Fine, I'll build my own. Well, actually running out of time here in the game, so let's try a different type of roller coaster. We've already got one of those. Let's go with a steel mini. Just find a good spot for that baby. There we go. Now the problem is going to be finding how to make a path that will extend out to it. This park is getting really crammed at this point. So we're just going to make the path going like that. So this thing is going to be tucked way in the back corner. Only the hardcore people are going to come all the way back here. There's only one square there, so making this connect is going to be a pain in the ass. Let's try this. If you like that. Exit. We may have to take the path up and over. That will also make the ride more exciting, so that's not really an issue. Well, it's not going to go over that way. Got to get a little creative with our pathing. No, not quite. Let's extend it out one more. This should work. So I want the exit to end right about where the entrance to the coaster is. And I really wish I could make that line longer, but I don't see any viable way of doing that. Well, here we go. Maybe. Whoops, I just deleted part of the path. Lovely. Let's connect that back up. Let's see if I can move Mr. Entrance one over here to the left, or maybe even two over here to the left. And then more people will stand in line. That's a fairly decent sized line to where people won't get pissed off. Oh yeah, we got the cool new rocket cars. That was an upgrade. Let's go ahead and run tests. Got a steel corkscrew roller coaster now. Go in here and see what we've got. Oh, that's cool. We've built one of those before, I believe. Or maybe I did that on my own personal level. So while that thing is test driving, let's look around and see if there's a bunch of puke anywhere. I'm seeing a lot of puke over here. I'm not really sure why this guy's having a hard time holding it together. No, not you. I think it was you. Okay, here he comes. He'll take care of that. The rest of the park is pretty clean, surprisingly enough. I've only got like 2 police officers, so I kind of assumed that this whole place would be smashed with only 2 police officers. But they are holding it down quite well. Let's get those test results in, buddy. It's a pretty cool looking coaster, actually. I would ride that. I'm not good enough to build brilliant coasters like this one, but at least ones that look as sexy as that one. Alright, that's not too bad. It's got a pretty low nausea rating, decent excitement rating. Let's get some people on this thing. Go ahead and put out a campaign. We'll just start advertising our park like crazy with the remainder of our money. We'll just leave the name at default for now. So RollerCoaster 1. Jack the time up to 6 weeks, and there we go. That should get some people in line for us. Come on, people. I want to take your money. Oh yeah, now everybody's flooding to the back of the park. They want to know what the hell this thing is. They are very excited. Especially you, Mr. Jeff. Oh, you look very excited. Oh, so Jeffrey as well. You guys can be friends. And Caroline P. I swear, these people don't look like females or males. I guess they look more like males with these short hair. My entire park is filled with men and lesbians. Who knew? Wesley W. Oh, he just went from happy to not quite so happy. Yeah, I should probably make some food back in this area. There really isn't much of anything back here. People will start complaining about the bathroom, so that's a good idea. Make a cotton candy. Haven't made any of that. Make everybody come back here. It'll be the main attraction. I'll put this right by the exit so people can get a drink when they're done. Will it fit there? No. Alright, we'll put it right there. Jack up the price just a little bit. Nobody will notice. We're doing alright on balloons. I'm not going to make any more balloons. Got enough room for this new ride as well, which we have not installed. So we'll throw one of those down. Just go ahead and extend our line out. The Gravitron. Rename this to the Gravitronator. Wait. See if this will fit. Prepare to be gravitronated. I like it. I like that you can set the intensity modes. So I think these other ones will make people real sick. See what happens if I bump it up to intense, though, and run a test on it. I would like to know if it increases the excitement enough to make it worth it. Not too concerned about nausea, as long as it doesn't get too high. Because there's a certain threshold where no one will ride it. We don't want that. That is bad, okay? Okay. Trash cans galore. Put that right by the exit. I'd increased it a little bit. Nausea's still pretty high. However, people are asking for more thrilling experiences. Let's try the Berserk mode. Waiting results. Oh yeah, everyone's making their way to the back now. Baby Got Back. Perfect name for the ride in the back of the park. Some of these I just can't come up with any sort of interesting name for. Okay, that didn't really increase the excitement, so let's put it back down to intense, and that is what we'll open it at. Yeah, you go ahead and get on that ride. Not the haunted house! So let's do 10 minutes. I'm gonna hire one more mechanic, since we have so many. Well, not so many mechanics, but so many rides. Ah, there's my monorail. Don't really have a use for it at this stage. We don't have too much farther to go in this level. We've got well over the population limit, and we've got a very high park rating. The highest you can get is 999, so I'd say we're doing pretty well, wouldn't you? So at this point, our main focus should be on getting people in the door, because this park is completely full. We are not going to cram anything else into this park, really, except for maybe over here, or over here, or over here. So I guess we have a little bit of room to work with, but not really enough to throw down another coaster, which is your main bacon maker. Oh, that would be a good name for a coaster. Like a really expensive, awesome excitement coaster. We'll just call it the Bacon Maker. Because it brings home the bacon. Okay, you need to come over here and you need to clean my lawn. Metaphorically speaking, of course. We have quite a bit of territory here. Let's knock off some of your territory. You don't need to be cleaning all that shit. This is really where the highest concentration of people are, so that area takes priority. Priorita. We're bringing in the bacon. Baby Got Back. Jack up the price a little more. I'll keep it at 5. Just to be safe. People seem to like that one. It's nice and exciting. Everyone's already got a park map. That's good. It means 34 people gave me, how much money? $1.50. Thank you, 29 people. A lot of people want to go home. I'm assuming that's because they're getting lost in the park. Although I put down plenty of these kiosks now, so I don't know why they're getting so lost. The park map is supposed to prevent that. Oh man, nobody wants to get on the rotating death machine? Come on, people. Come on, it's the freaking rotating death machine. Alright, time to drop the price. Fine. It's losing me money. Yeah, the Sly is not really doing well either. This guy's doing pretty good, though. Ferris peels. No! He's no longer grabbing peels. That's okay, mechanic will fix it. I have to name my mechanics funny things. Maybe I'll do that in a different episode. But not today, because this episode is almost done. Got like 3 months, 4 if you include the current one. How far in are we? If you mouse over it, you can tell. We're on the 26th of July. We're doing all right, people. We're doing all right. Let's jack the price up on this guy. Ooh, a water slide. All right, we've got some time to kill, so let's build ourselves a water slide. That might be fun. Let's see, where is going to be the most strategic spot? I could probably make it kind of go through this coaster over here a little bit. This is one of those you kind of have to be careful with because you don't want people to fall off the coaster. Off the ride, rather. So we'll put it inside of a tube. It's a nice little judge of how far it can go since we fell from 16. We could probably take it up to about 14. So we'll wait till it gets angled and then we will turn it into a normal one. I could potentially drop it down just a little bit here. That'd be kind of cool. Make it go underground. Let's take it down just a little bit more. Oh man, we got the railroad in the way. So much for that. Really trying to be fairly gentle with this thing because we don't want the car flying off the track. I've had some where that happens and that's no good. Get up another lift here. Really hoping this ride doesn't kill anyone. Let's make this into one of these. I'm not the best roller coaster maker, but I can definitely make some that will fit within our boundaries. And that is what's important. The guests are not that concerned about it, neither should you. Actually, let's make it turn a little bit. Do an S shape to the right. Will that bend its way in? Will it bend? That's the question. It will. Let's make sure that doesn't fly off the track. One little test drive. Damn it, blooper log. Blooper log is always breaking on me. Ooh, just barely makes it over that hill. I might want to put a bit of a lift in place there. Whoops. Getting stuck right there. Okay, that should fix that problem. Let's make another lift piece right here. Straighten it out. Just one small lift per man. This looks like it should be lots of fun for the guests. And hopefully doesn't kill anybody in the process. Perfect. Nice and smooth. Luckily, these kinds of rides don't explode.